Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namovsky. Have you ever wondered why so many women remain in relationships that drain their spirit rather than lift them up? And what happens to a woman's inner light when she lingers in a marriage that no longer fits her soul? And after the courage to step away, what are the hidden emotional challenges, the ones we rarely hear about, that can shape her journey of renewal? Today, we're exploring the crossroads of divorce, reinvention, confidence, self-worth, and freedom. I'm joined by Kathryne Mejias, owner of Born for More and the creator of the Soulful Divorcée event. Kathryne, welcome to Empowered. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for having me on your show today.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Why do so many women stay in relationships that no longer serve them?
You know what, Elizabeth, that is such a great question because humans are creatures of habit. We like to know what's coming. And divorce is a huge leap into the unknown. And we're not comfortable with that. We like to know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I think that that is one of the biggest reason why women stay in these relationships.
So, how does staying too long in a misaligned marriage affect a woman's energy body?
You know what? It affects us because it's desires within us that are suppressed. And if we can never connect to those desires and make them happen, then it caps our joy. And that is exactly what happened in my situation. I kept on feeling these different emotions and with the clients I worked with as well. And it's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to stay for my son. Or we always seem to find these excuses, right? And especially when it comes to children, that's another reason why women stay in these relationships. The child grows up thinking that love is supposed to be about arguing, it's supposed to be hard. And in the future, when that child goes ahead and searches for love, they look for those connections that create dis-ease. And so I think it's such an important thing to honor how we feel and take action so that we can live our highest timeline, we can create more joy. And really, isn't that what life is really about? To experience as much joy as we can, when we have that option.
And yet, there are so many excuses and there are so many barriers. What's the cost of outsourcing your happiness in a relationship?
The cost is the joy and feeling vibrant. You know, I can always tell when someone is really honoring themselves and their soul because they have this glow about them that you just can't buy. If someone is capping their happiness, not living in their truth, outsourcing their happiness, then it's almost like a fake happiness. And when you look at them in the eyes, I could tell right away. And so the more we take these leaps, step into the unknown when it comes to divorce, the more we feel alive. And a lot of times when we're stuck in marriages, we kind of numb ourselves, whether that is with alcohol or we kind of find these distractions and we're not living. So, what is the point of living? And by no means am I an advocate for divorce. I didn't even know how many divorces there were, to be quite honest, until it happened to me. And I realized the amount of shame and guilt and all the emotions related to divorce, right? And so that's why I really built Born for More and the community because it is so important to have a community to support because a lot of people leave marriages, they don't have a community, they don't feel strong and they don't have that inner strength and then what happens they go back to the marriage that they work so hard to leave and so they stay stuck in these cycles. And I am all about breaking the cycles, moving through fear. Everyone has fear, but once we move across that, it becomes almost like an adventure. And I love to use divorce as a catalyst because it is such a strong moment in time that affects the people going through it. And if you can use it to propel yourself forward, then why not?
And the key is, too, we do not need to suffer in silence. There are so many people out there we can talk to. There are so many other organizations there that can help us. So, ladies, don't go away. We'll be right back to talk more about the Soulful Divorcee And Kathryne will guide us through it all. So please don't go away. We'll be right back.